What's up, everybody? This is Merc the Mike, and this is another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Recycling Inc. I am Merc the Mike. I'm joined by my tag partner, Louis Beans.
What is up? What is up?
And this weekend was fucking cold as hell, and I'm nasally, so you'll hear it. um, we got our regular weekend wrestling we'll talk about, but first we have our wrestling retrospect. This was picked 2 weeks ago. Was Santo Escobar, aka Elio de Fantasma, aka El Cueto. He had a lot of names. Um, I go with my first match. This was part of AAA. This was Triple Mania 25. This was Phantasma versus Texino versus Mundo, which is John Morrison. This was for the title, but also it led into the unmasking of El Fantasma, which was Santo Escobar. So I think this was his last match in AAA before getting signed with WWE. Um, this was a crazy ass three-way ladder match. I don't know if the matches are. Yeah, it is a ladder match. It's for the AAA title. A lot of insane moves, a lot of crazy shit. Also, appearance of Karrion Cross, Killer Cross at the time, helping Mundo take the title. Texino and him had like a huge history of verses, so they went bloody at hell against each other as well. But in the end of the day, Mundo won the AAA title, and Santo Escobar got unmasked by Texino, and the match was bloody as hell, and a lot of shenanigans happened outside of it. Definitely check it out; it's a fun match.
Okay. The first one I have is Lucha Underground 121-15.
Hmm.
It is King Cuerno versus Drago. Last luchador standing.
Nice. I remember that one. I think.
This one is uh, the rules are there are no rules except once a luchador his back hits the ground or the mat, the 10 count starts.
Yeah.
This one is very physical and surprisingly, it's mostly in the ring. They do go outside and they brutalize each other. There's a cool dive that they call. Uh, I'm not very familiar with Lucha Underground, so different things that they do have different names here. And like he has a I guess a suicide dive, and they call it the spear, the arrow. I mean the arrow spear or something like that.
Yes, that he would like point like an arrow and then fly at you head
Yeah.
first.
Yeah. Yes, it's very cool.
He had a good
Uh,
run.
it's also he's different because he character wise he is the hunter,
Yeah.
and it seems like every feud he has, he's always starting some trouble with somebody
Yeah.
because he's trying to hunt you down. I guess it was more of him trying to test you, but basically he was trying to beat everybody around so he can be the man. I get it.
Yes.
Still weird, but he has like a deer head and whatnot. So maybe he might kill you. I don't know.
He reminds me
He
of like
does.
Craven the Hunter.
Mhm. He does win the match, except he doesn't cheat. It's apparently within the rules, but he ties the guy to the bottom turnbuckle so that he can't get up for the 10 count.
Nice.
I'd say he still technically didn't win because his back wasn't on the mat, but whatever.
Yeah. My next one also a Lucha Underground match. This is King Corretto versus Killshot, aka Swerve Strickland. Um, this was a hunt like you're talking about the hunting and the targeting and things like that. That was like I think their whole rivalry was Greto was targeting him, hunting him down and stuff like that, while he was trying to target him, and then it led into a fight, and they went at it. A lot of back and forth, a lot of that insane like high flying by Swerve. I like again, Swerve was crazy as Killshot, and I think was one of the best characters for him on this show. He also had like a crazy rivalry with AR Fox, which was like his mercenary buddy and shit like that, because that was kind of his storyline. These two go at it. He goes for that kick, but King Gretel catches it, and then he does this. It's kind of like the Mexican stretch, but instead of stretching the back, he kind of grabs you like a dragon sleeper while he has locks your legs, and it looks insane and very painful. And he beats Killshot with that.
And my second match is also Lucha Underground. It is 3-11-15. It is King Cuerno versus Johnny Mundo, and this one is a cage match. Uh, and I think this is probably a good example. Uh, so like they have the clearly the story about them and why this is such a high point in the rivalry, but also it seems like they make it seem like King Cuerno, because of how he always hunts somebody, pretty much set this up as like this is the ultimate goal that he wanted. Like he didn't really want like a championship type of situation. He just wanted to get a guy in a cage and beat his ass.
Yeah, seemed about right.
So that's like the his intentions behind it, because he doesn't like Mundo. So this one they give you the table for them being like extremely pissed off at each other, and so I think that's the one thing that makes this match stand out a lot from other just cage matches, and the fact that the cage is not the super tall cages,
Yeah,
so they have to be more active on stopping the other person from leaving.
yeah,
And so I think it's not maybe it's not the best for I'd say a big arena or something like that, but this kind of gives it a more personal feel. The smaller cage, and then the story of the rivalry, and then how crazy they're going in the match,
yeah,
and then add on to the fact that I'm assuming because it's Lucha Underground and it's these two guys and they've gone back and forth already that they have the chemistry. So they do stuff in this match to each other that I would say to this day I have not seen anybody else do in a cage match. Like they fight on the top of the turnbuckle, they beat each other up so much that they both fall face first into the ring. Like I've never seen that. Uh, and then when it gets to time to finish him off, instead of leaving, Johnny does I would assume it's a superstar ship paint
yeah.
off the top of the cage, and then nails him perfectly and pins him instead of going out and like that. That just makes it the perfect ending to the match.
Nice. My last one is this was in NXT during COVID times. This was the unification for the Cruiserweight Championship. This was Jordan Devlin versus Santo Escobar. Um, I think before this match happened, I think Jordan Devlin had issues coming back to the states, so basically they just made another cruiserweight title. He was like like an intern cruiserweight championship until he was able to come back to the states. So when he was able to come back, they made a challenge between them two for to unify the cruiserweight championship. This match was insane. This was also not in front of a crowd, so basically, like again, the ladder matches hurt harder, and everything hurts harder when you don't have that adrenaline rush. I also saw like probably one of the meanest headbutts that Santos gave Jordan Devlin to the chest, and he flew and broke and landed on a broken and broke a ladder on his landing. And then he takes both belts and takes the win. This is a fantastic match if you've never seen it. These guys 100% go at it. And then again, I missed this side of Jordan Devlin. I mean, he was just an evil scumbag. Now he still has that side of him, but it was more ingrained in his character in NXT. So in NXT UK, because some of his matches in NXT UK were insane. So um, this was Stand and Deliver Takeover Stand and Deliver 2021. This was also in the Performance Center. So there you go. That's my final match.
And the last one is Butch versus Santos Escobar. The semifinals were a World Cup match. This was, I want to say, November 26, 2022, if that's accurate, because that's when this went up.
Yeah.
So it might be a little before that. This is a tournament for the Intercontinental Championship. I don't remember who was the champ at the time, but that's not really the focus. The more important thing is that it's a world tournament, and so everybody is representing a different nation, which I thought was a kind of a cool thing they did. Which I mean, they kind of should bring that back. What are they doing with the IC title right now, like tournament wise? They don't do that, do they?
Well, they
No.
haven't done one in a while. Well, you have a champion in Dominic Mysterio.
When's the last time you
Well,
defended that belt?
he was injured, so they kind of just had him
Has it
off of
been has
TV.
it been 30 days already?
No, because he's been showing up on TV. He just hasn't had a title defense. And he was on Raw last week. So,
I
he,
don't know.
and I think he's
I
already
think
about to fight again. So,
okay. All right. I'm about to say. I love you, Dirty Dom, but it's 30 days. You better defend that title. Don't be
then
like
again,
the Judgment Day before with the tag titles holding it hostage.
yeah.
Um.
Hey,
So,
if they're on every show and you just don't use them, that's on the company, not on them.
yeah, this is on P Head Pierce not following the rules.
Exactly, exactly. Um,
Um.
good.
So it's Butch here, but he still looks like Pete Dunne. I don't know where he went nowadays, but I realized that this guy, Pete Dunne, has a moveset that is not unlike Santos Escobar at
Yeah,
this point in their careers. So it would make sense that if you put a mask on Pete Dunne, that you probably couldn't tell the difference because he's flying all over the place in this match. So I think that's an interesting thing. Yeah, he does target Santos's arm like for a submission when he has him on the ground and whatnot. But to be honest, there's a lot of this match where it is Pete Dunne jumping off of something, flying at Santos. He does like maybe 3 or 4 moonsaults to the outside
nice.
because it is also Santos and it is well, mm, I guess it was Legato. It's not LWO.
Yeah,
It's not his LWO.
yeah,
So and then you have Zelina on commentary. I forgot this was the episode. Was Zelina had it wasn't Christmas, but she had like the Christmas outfit on with the big red puffy hat on,
oh, okay.
and then she helps Santos win the match as well. So it's funny. Like I do miss him on SmackDown, but I realize how it was more the group here.
Yeah,
It was not just him winning this match because P Dunne had his number. So there you go. The distraction from Zelina stops the ref, and the two guys kick Pete Dunne in the head one after the other, and then he gets pinned by what was his name, the Phantom Driver.
yeah, the Phantom Driver.
Yeah, there you go. So Pete Dunne, uh, maybe he put a mask on to hide the bruises on his head from getting kicked so many times. There you go.
There you go. Yeah. I miss his fingers. I mean, he should just fuck with the fingers.
Oh yeah,
That
he
always hurt
snapped
me.
his fingers on the top rope. How that it was super unnecessary. Like they were both standing on the top rope, and he snapped his fingers, and he fell, and then Santos falls out of the ring. Like, damn, all right.
Them shits hurt.
Like, why did he do that? It looked ridiculous. Like,
Yeah,
oh yeah, mind you, what if he done do to get down? He didn't just climb down. He did a moonsault.
there you go. All right, that's our wrestling retrospect. We'll have a new person at the end of the show. We kick off the weekend wrestling with Monday Night Raw. This was the first Raw back in United States in Philly. We kick off with Braun Breaker snapping, and after being attacked by mysterious assailant, he was going crazy, and he wants to know who did it. Then LA Knight unleashed a chair attack to Division.
Who did it?
We don't know.
You did
So it was good. It was a good little setup. We don't know that. Well, if you go into the wrestling news and stuff like that, he just had a herniated disc removed or operated on. So we don't know the timetable of Braun Breaker. So it's a way to write him off on TV because he's just killing everything. But we'll see. LA Knight lines up going in the match later. We had Javon Evans versus El Grande Americano.
And this was what? This was a rematch
Yeah,
because he fought him. He came to NXT and beat him. Well, I don't remember. Did he beat him when he was on NXT?
yeah. Grande beat him with the help of his homies.
And then he chased him to SmackDown, and they had a match on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Now they have a match. Wait, didn't they have a match on AAA too?
Yes, they hit it. They're part of four way.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know who's chasing who. What do you think? You think
Uh,
Javon is chasing Grande or the other way around?
I think he has beef with Grande, and they trying to sell it, but now there's a second OG Grande that's been popping out.
Well, he didn't. Well, he came out at the Rumble,
Yes.
and Barrett he keeps trying to hide it by saying, "Why does Michael Cole keep saying that?" He's like, "It said it on the Tron. I'm not
Yeah.
making this up. Like you both worked there. Stop that."
Yeah. Good match.
Yeah, solid match, but I don't know. One of those guys that looks suspiciously like Pete Dunne kept interfering in the match.
Yeah, and the other one
So
was dancing.
yeah, like he was listening to Smooth Operator the way he was dancing.
Man. Then we have Gunther. He destroys. Talks about AJ Styles ending his career, and then Dragon Lee comes and insults, and then he gets hung.
Look, he did it to himself. He
Yeah.
shouldn't have messed with him. That was as much as we don't like the outcome. AJ said, "I would do it." So why would you try to fight the man who beat him when it's not like he chased him to his home and said, "Fight me for your career"? You know what I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So Dragon Lee is in the wrong for that one.
Yep. And he got hung for that.
And he has
Um.
his nice coat on. Who said his nice trench coat?
There you go. After that match, there was a planned scheduled tag match, and it was interrupted by Obafemi, and he destroys both War Raiders.
I mean, I don't know how to feel if you're a warrior right now. You try to get your stuff started again, and you get run over by this man. So
One thing to take notice: Obafemi is extremely over. That crowd is 100% behind this team. We got the return of Brie Bella, and they're going for the tag team titles.
I think that makes sense. Why
Yeah,
wouldn't? The other
yeah,
one was trying to steal Stephanie's belt anyway, right?
yep.
Although I think it's good. Hopefully they explore the actual things that have been happening on television because didn't she wasn't good is what I'm saying.
Who?
Nikki.
Nikki. Nikki
She wasn't
wasn't. Yeah, she was kind of a heel.
kind of a, excuse me,
She
she
was.
jumped a lady and like beat her up on the table and had a whole speech on top of the table, like
That is true.
to open the show before this happened. So I hope people don't forget
Yeah,
the way she treated like everybody's favorite wrestler.
that is true.
So I'm just saying,
But they're
wrestler,
back
the
for
wrestlers, but yeah. Also, you know what's interesting? I realize I have way less of familiarity with Brie Bella
yeah, I could see
because
that.
she was the one that wasn't she. I'll put it this way: she had only come back when I was watching once, and I think that was like when the first evolution happened, and they came back
Yeah, was she in it?
because
No, she wasn't in it.
no, but she had come back,
Yeah,
so she was around. And then I know they were the excuse me, I know Nikki went to the second one.
yeah,
But my thing is saying that she only had come back like in the Rumble as surprises, like since that time period that I was watching. Before that, she was gone and I guess retired, right?
yeah. Because the last time she really wrestled was when Brian was in WWE.
Yeah, so he
Yeah,
was gone.
yeah. So we got Penta defeating Bronson Reed with the help of LA Knight. It's kind of
Good. He needs to beat them up every week until they go away,
there you go. Just take him
or
out.
he gets flattened
It's one of the two.
in the parking lot. What are the two?
We got the 2026 Royal Rumble winner Liv Morgan celebrating her victory with Dominic Mysterio and Raquel Rodriguez, and then we got Stephanie Valkyrie coming out. This was actually going into a match anyway, but they had a whole promo of who she's gonna pick, and the match was actually really good between Steph and Raquel.
But guess what happened? She ain't win.
No, she did not.
Oh boy. Well, so there goes her dreams of fighting Jade, because now I guess it's gonna seem more important for her to pick Stephanie, right?
You think?
They're on the show.
And Jade is about a foot taller than Liv Morgan, so I don't
And, well, I mean,
know.
after SmackDown, it just seemed like just talking all that smack to Liv probably made her vindictive, so she might just pick Jade just to shut her up. We'll see, but her girl didn't win, so
Not for
mm,
nothing though, that standoff between Jade and Raquel got me interested in that match.
yeah, why not?
There we go.
But she needs a title shot, and she just failed her. So,
Well, Chamber. There's gonna be a Chamber match, so maybe she could get in
but
there.
you gotta win to get it in the chamber. So
So
she gotta win another match.
yeah.
Mm, mm.
And then Raw ends with the Roman Reigns coming out, and pretty much him and Punk go back and forth with their promos, and Roman explained that the reason why he's gonna go after him because he hates him. I love the promo. I
Yes.
love how everything sold, and I was sold with his win after this promo. So I was like, all right, sweet, we ready, we going, let's go. So Monday Night Raw would give it.
I give it a solid B, probably B plus.
I'm at a B. That the promo was great in the ending, and the women's match was really good. Yeah, it was a solid show. So yeah, B. We got NXT, and we kick off with. No, that's old. Where the fuck am I? Okay, JC Jane fighting Gigi Dolan. I'm like, hey, that's not this year. Anyway, NXT, we kick off with the North American Women's Championship. We have Izzy Dame defeat Thea Hale and Lola Vice in a triple threat match.
She did it to herself. She could have won, and Thea threw it away. That's all I'm saying.
Yep, yep.
Nobody to blame but herself.
Still champ. The Izzy Dane.
Hmm.
We had Tony D'Angelo. This is about vengeance and it's about punishment. Pretty much become the Punisher.
He's the Italian Punisher, is what I said.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, 100%.
He's literally the Italian Punisher. Now, I kind of bums me out because Ava's not there because I think the story probably would have been that he was gonna work for her,
Yeah,
and so I don't really see him working for Robert Stone.
yeah. Intern GM Robert Stone.
So we'll see what happens with this. But at least he still has his direction. We know what he's doing now,
Yeah.
right?
Elio El Fuller, 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 El
Uh
Fuller.
huh.
Defeats
Say
Charlie
it like
Dempsey.
Booker T. Say
Huh?
it like Booker T. Say it like Booker T. Le
Le
Fleur.
Fleur. And versus Charlie Dempsey. This was part of the speed tournament.
Charles, what are you doing? Get it together, Charles.
Yeah, you gotta get it together. We go TNA Knockout Tag Team Championships. Alex and Brand defeats Zoroka with accidental
God damn it.
Soul Snatcher to her partner.
Come on, man. Why they gotta do this to me every week?
It's like divorcing parents. Like,
Damn soap opera with these two.
it was good. Good match. Alex, the
It was a
Elegant
great, yeah.
Brand won.
It was a good match. I'm telling you, man, they're gonna poach the tall one from the elegant
Yeah,
brand. He's good.
yeah,
I think what's her name? Maggie, I think it is. I don't know
yeah.
her last name. Yeah, they're gonna steal her.
We got Lexus King and Stacks defeat Chase U. That was okay.
See, I like this because at least they got character direction for them, so they're
Yeah,
not just floundering. Because they got the new guys that have some type of direction. Chase Hughes still alive for some reason. I don't know. Everybody keeps leaving him.
yeah.
Uh,
He don't even want it. It's just those two. Because even
you
Chase
know
U
what?
don't want it no more.
No, yeah, you're right. 'Cause Chase Hughes is like, I don't need this, and you
Yeah.
guys were like, get back.
Like he don't even want it no
And
more. Like stop.
now the guy that brought it back is like, I want to be my own man, or
Yeah,
at least I want to follow in my father's footsteps. I don't know his father's. I don't think I'm familiar with his father as a wrestler.
I forgot who was
Are
his
you?
father. I was looking it
Uh,
up the other day too. I forgot who's his father.
yeah, so that he's having a crisis of character, but again, it's something more than just those two guys being chased. You guys that lose. So good.
Yeah. JC Jane calls out Soroka and Roy Rumble Clash.
And she forgot that she has enemies.
Yep, yep,
So she called out one person, and then more than one person ended up coming out.
yep.
So
Also, shout outs to Jada Parker and Blake Moreau having an outside fight in front of the fans.
no damn fight. Somebody got stomped out.
Yep.
I
And
saw that girl's leg stop moving. I was like, oh wait, they better take it to the medical facility quick.
yeah. And then last but not least, Joe Hendry wins the vacant NXT Championship in the ladder match.
Clap. You got to clap 2 times.
Yep, yep. Joe Hendry.
That's it.
I want him
About
barging
time.
into my house though.
Oh,
Yep,
not your fridge, yeah.
yep. But very good match.
Congratulations.
Very good stuff.
Yes, finally. Knew it was gonna happen eventually, just not then.
Yep, yep. Um, what do you give NXT?
I give it an A.
Give it A
Very
as well.
good,
Yeah, very good show.
very good show. I think the last match carried a lot of the weight, but I think again everything makes sense. Even the things that are like not the most high up on the priorities is like they're not really leaving anything like no loose ends. I would say, right?
Yeah.
Everything gets addressed, which is what I like about the show.
Yep, yep. AEW Dynamite. Did you catch it?
Uh, I don't believe I saw anything except there was a tag match with the Uh, the Death Riders.
Yeah, that was the first match.
That's what I saw.
Okay. Uh, so we had Death Riders versus Don Callis family. Death Riders won. Um, no, actually, it was the family that won. A lot of shenanigans outside the ring.
A lot of shenanigans. It was shenanigans versus shenanigans, which
Exactly.
I thought was actually when you do it right, it makes sense and it's fun.
Yeah.
I thought that was the match. It was fun.
You had Tony Storm and Orange Cassidy versus Jordan Oasis and Brittany Brooks. It was kind of like a jobber match, but Storm and Cassidy win, and then they had promo about them being bald and they did not want to shave their head bald.
That okay, so I saw that. I was
Yeah.
like, Tony's gonna end up bald.
Oh god. Hangman Page versus Mark Davis. This was pretty solid match. Hangman wins. He goes on to Australia for the men's world championship. So he's like in a match to determine the world title. We have Kenny Omega also versus Andrade, and this match was fantastic. Andrade wins, and he's also part of that match for the AEW World Championship at Revolution. So I think they're all going to fight at Grand Slam, and then the winner goes into Revolution for the World Champion.
Did Andrade take his pants off during the match
He
or
did
no?
not.
Oh, what's going on over there?
He's just living his best life.
No. Okay, all right, all right.
We had the women's world tag team eliminators, the Babes of Wrath versus Mega Bad, and Mega Bad takes the win. So they are the number one contenders for the tag championships, which they'll fight at Grand Slam Australia.
Yay.
National championship, we have Ricochet versus Jack Perry. Actually, a very solid match. Ricochet retains. And then we have also a AEW Men's World Championship Eliminator. We have MJF versus Brody King, and Brody King dismantled that motherfucker. And he takes the win, and he is fighting for the championship at Australia. And shout outs to the AEW crowd saying "fuck ice." That's great, good stuff. AEW was pretty solid. I'll go B plus with it. I've been enjoying what they've been doing so far, and it's been keeping me in the loop of things. The only thing I would say is like the new person that's trying to kill Darby Allin, because there's a bunch of people trying to kill Darby Allin.
Yeah.
I feel like he probably almost dies every show. Next, I did watch TNA Impact Wrestling. Seeing that it's easy to actually find on TV, I could watch it now. Very solid show this week. Try to find the results real fast. There we go. We had some good matches. We had the beginning of the show started off with the system. And then our first match was Trey Miguel. He fought some random dude. It was a solid match. Trey Miguel wins. Uh, you had the three-way match for the women. It was the women's champ and her two friends versus Ash by Elegance. They take the win. You had the Righteous going for the Hardys for the titles, and they're gonna fight at the pay-per-view. Um, then you have Frankie Kazarian. No, you have Elijah and Jada Stone versus Ali and Sasha Steeles. Ali Tombstone power drive the shit out of the lady, and like she bounced, and that was fucked up. But they win. Um, Daria addresses No Surrender, so there's a lot of storylines going around with Daria being there. Um, we also got an international championship at No Surrender. That's going to be part of the card. You got the tag team championships at No Surrender. So there's a lot of stuff going on, and this dude will be back at No Surrender, Leon Slater, because he has been out because he had issues with his passport. Yeah, Tessa Blanchard in action, so she's back in the midfold. And then our main event went to the Alexander Brand versus Zai Brookside and stuff like that. So that was actually really good, solid show. I go B with it. It's been pretty solid. I did watch Collision. There was a lot of wrestling, so much fucking wrestling. Collision was solid. I will say Scorpio Sky versus Kevin Knight was really solid. Mina versus Viva Van, that was really good. And the main event was actually really solid. It was Tommaso Ciampa versus Claudio versus uh, Roderick Strong for the TNT Championship, and Tommaso Ciampa won. They also had the garage the parking lot brawl with Eddie Kingston, the Rascals, and this kid. I forgot his name. Yeah, parking lot brawl was the Grizzled Young Vets and Bill and Brian Key versus Eddie Kingston, Ortiz, and the Radicals. That was a crazy match and very bloody. So it was entertaining. I'll go B plus with it as well. Then Friday Night SmackDown. There's a lot of wrestling. I swear, there's so
Uh huh.
much.
Yes. Let's not forget that there's mystery wrestling. MGF is gonna be there. Like, there's a bunch of stuff going
Yeah.
on.
I was watching one of them the other day too.
Shout outs to Athena having her tournament in ROH. Like, it had her promotion there
Yeah.
last week also. So Abaddon was there, and then they had a match with it was her and I think Nikki Blackheart, and Nikki Blackheart won the title.
Yeah.
That was over the weekend though. So it's a lot of wrestling.
Yes, a lot of wrestling. Uh, a lot of wrestling. All right. We got. Oh, shout outs to Stardom. Definitely watch Starlight Kid versus Saya. That shit was insane. Um, that's the only match I watched at that card. But I did watch some of the highlights of the Noah one too. With the lady took the mist out of the lady's mouth and sprayed her. It was actually pretty funny. But going to SmackDown. Cody Rhodes holds a
Wait, oh,
grudge. Raheem.
that was Marigold, the other one.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, no, Noah. It was Pro Wrestling Noah.
Oh, it was Noah. Okay.
I think it was this dude's Muda's daughter, or yeah, it's Muda's daughter.
Okay.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good. I'll send the match. The match was actually pretty good too. We have Cody Rhodes, crazy on the mic, calls a great promo. It explains why his middle name is Wahim. This was stupid. It was funny. That's our
Uh,
cover.
well, it was a lot more context than that
Yeah,
because it's
yeah,
something happened. These two guys talking about measuring up,
yeah,
so it made sense, which was actually even more funny
yeah.
because it was just random.
um,
So if somebody doesn't take advantage of that and make a shirt, come on, man. If they don't make a Raheem,
yeah.
it's come on, man. It's Black History Month. What are you guys doing? You know what to do. Nobody's gonna be mad if you make a shirt with Kofi. I mean, with Cody with a Kofi on his head. Come on, man. Just let Kofi put one on him or something. Make him an honorary member.
Yeah. We have Riho versus Kiana James and Julia. Solid
And
match.
they flat. Yeah, it was okay, but they jumped on Julia like that, man.
Yeah.
Why do you have to beat her down like that?
Because she won't stay down if you don't do it like that.
This is true.
There were some really good spots in this match. I really enjoyed it. Riho wins. Um, what else we got? We got Carmelo Hayes versus The Miz for the U.S. Open Challenge, and Hayes wins. Very good match. It looked like The Miz almost broke his nose.
That was a very cool reversal
Yes, it was.
to get out of the skull crushing finale.
Yes. And then they're fighting for a spot in the Elimination Chamber. You had Tiffany Stratton versus Lash Legend versus Chelsea Green. And Stratton wins.
Chelsea was robbed.
She was robbed and hurt her ankle. But she had the crowd behind her, so that's a good sign of things. We got Bo Dallas and the White Six with their promo tour Solo Sakura. I actually thought it was dope. Um, Kit Wilson met Obafemi, and he did not live to tell about
Get him. Why not? Send him
Uh,
some. I hope he beats everybody up.
yep, yep. We had the champ. Also, Drew McIntyre came back in the ring to give another shot, and then Jacob Latu comes after him as well. Like so, everyone's after Drew McIntyre, which he did to himself.
Well, he has a championship.
Exactly. But then he had enemies before the championship, so he had these enemies before it.
And he had it. Listen, he doesn't know how not to have anybody trying to beat him. He is the epitome of that 50 Cent song,
Yeah.
Many Men, because they're all trying to get him.
Yeah. And then we have next is Tamatonga versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I actually thought this match was really good and a good stepping stone for Tonga because it looks like they're building him as a singles. Uh, what else we got? Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Jade Cargill and Jordan Grace. This also had like promo stuff, and then this dude comes out and saying he's like, we don't just fight, we, talk. You come here, you're gonna fight as well. So he puts him in a match. Grace and Cargill defeat Morgan and Rodriguez.
Okay. All right.
And
Not bad.
then we have our main event, which is Randall Keith Orton versus Alex Black versus Solo. This is for a spot for the men's elimination chamber match, and Randall wins.
Get him, Randall.
So he's looking to get that world championship back.
Well, I mean, how many times has he been robbed? He's another one.
Yeah.
Wasn't he supposed to fight Cody for the championship? They
Yeah.
all say, and then he never got to fight. So, well,
All right. SmackDown, where you give it?
I'd say a B plus.
I'd go B as well. All right. That's our weekend wrestling. There's a lot of wrestling to cover. So much wrestling. We go to podcasts we listen to. I did listen to Van Vliet. He had Mosh from the Headbangers, and he also had uh Nia Jax. That was actually a really good conversation. I did listen to also what was it? AJ Styles on Stephanie McMahon's podcast. That was actually a good conversation too, to the clarity of why he wanted to retire. So he did talk about it. He did told the reason why he kept the gloves on and everything as well. So just in case his kids decided to wrestle and he could tag team with his son or something like that. So he's like, how many times did some of these old guys we said they retired and did not retire? So he could do the same. So it gives the
I
open
did.
thing.
Okay. All right. Well, good for him.
Yeah, but it was a good conversation. So definitely check those out.
The podcast I saw was, let's see, there was one with Cody and Jay.
Yeah,
Let's see what it was.
the one with Taker.
No, no, no. What do you want to talk about with Cody Rhodes had Jay Uso?
Oh yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, that was last week's, right?
Yeah,
No, it's just, oh no, they made a little short of it. Okay. Yeah, that was 4 days ago. The Undertaker one was last week, right?
yeah,
Yeah, I did not see that one, so I have to watch that. The
yeah. It's a two-parter because they go on his Taker's cast to continue, so they have more of a conversation on Taker's cast as well.
Okay, yeah, I did not see that. All right.
I did catch the AAA and see the tag titles, the mixed tag titles lose. Got lost from Ethan Page, to Mr. Iguana and Lola Vice. So Lola Vice actually got her first title.
All right, congratulations, Lola Vice.
Yep. And we had
But that was
original
Chelsea's titles, so I'm mad.
Also, we had original Grande handcuffing Grande and taking his spot in the match and winning. Interesting.
Is that legal?
I guess it is because he's the Grande Americano. The other one too. They don't know who they are, so he plagiarized himself. Anyway, that is all I have. The wrestling retrospect. Is your pick?
Uh, Let us see. Did we do? No, no. All right, I'll do one. It might be a little bit difficult. So I just thought about ECW,
Okay.
and we have not done many people from ECW. A few, not a lot. I'm going to pick Balls Mahoney.
Balls Mahoney.
Yes.
He had actually some okay matches in WWE. He
I
just didn't
never.
have much of a career in WWE because a lot of his
Yes,
issues.
I thought he was an ECW guy. Though.
Yeah. But he was in it for in WWE for a little bit because he was part of that invasion thing with the ECW guys. So he does have some like WWE matches as well. But yeah, Balls Mahoney.
How long of a time period do you remember was that? Like a year?
Maybe like a year or two. He did a lot of like Sunday Night Heat Velocity matches.
Okay.
So you might
Well, I mean,
find those. Yeah,
I wouldn't want to watch that anyway. I would want to watch ECW matches.
that is true because he's
Why
insane.
would I? Yeah, why would I want to watch? Why would I want to watch the sanitized version of somebody anyway?
He's also a pretty solid wrestler.
That's like
That's why.
that's like watching. That's like trying to watch Taz's WWE matches. Like
Yeah,
when you know he's Taz from ECW, it's like I don't think you want to do
yeah.
that. Did they scrub all those ECW matches? Like, 'cause
Um,
I'm sure they let some of them sit, right?
I think if it has like absurdities on the shirts and shit, they'll blink out. But for the most part, from what I remember, rewatching a lot of the ECW pay per views, they were mostly there. They just kind of probably censored some of the cursing
Okay, all right,
because the blood is there and all that shit.
all right. There you go.
But here you go. All right, so Balls Mahoney it is. And we wrap this up. Thank you for listening. This is the Wrestling Babble Podcast. Follow us on all social medias. We have Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, Twitch, and TikTok. Or Mark the Mic. Also, a Red Side Link.
Yes, sir. Make sure you follow us Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, and we got a WordPress.
Yep.
Check it out.
And check out our other cast. We have the debuting book club, a TV and movie podcast that's up on now for Black Rabbit review. We also have our The Morphin Cast, and Not a Trekkie, and Shell Shock. With past episodes, so definitely check those out as well. And our weekly It Gets Better, I Swear, and Babble. So peace out, laters, and always remember follow the jinkies.
He's hungry.